Mastering legacy database migration. Migrating to a modern platform is a do-or-die imperative for stakeholders. What are the specific business goals and key performance objectives that its stakeholders have established as the primary drivers for undertaking the complex and potentially risky initiative of migrating its legacy database to a modern platform? The weight of legacy. We've all been there, staring down the barrel of a database that's been creaking along for years, accumulating technical debt like barnacles on an old ship's hull. It's a prospect that can keep you up at night, wondering how to unravel the Gordian knot of spaghetti code, outdated architecture, and Byzantine business logic. I recall a particular project where the stakes were high, and the uncertainty was palpable. A global manufacturing firm had been relying on a legacy database for decades, and it was starting to show its age. The company's leadership knew they needed to modernize, but the very thought of it sent shivers down their spines. As we delved deeper into the problem, it became clear that this wasn't just a technical challenge, it was an existential one. The database was the lifeblood of the company's operations, and any disruption could have catastrophic consequences. The team was facing a daunting task: how to migrate the legacy database to a modern platform without compromising the integrity of the business. The first step was to acknowledge the elephant in the room: fear. Fear of change, fear of failure, fear of the unknown. We had to confront these fears head-on, and that meant being brutally honest about the current state of the database. We assembled a team of experts, including IT leaders, business stakeholders, and technical architects, to shine a light on the problem. Together, we pored over reams of documentation, conducted interviews with key stakeholders, and analyzed system logs to understand the database's inner workings. It was a painstaking process, but it allowed us to identify the most critical components, the dependencies, and the bottlenecks. We began to develop a roadmap for the migration, one that would prioritize the most business-critical functions and minimize disruption to the operations. But as we dived deeper, we encountered a thorny issue: the database's embedded business logic. It was a tangled web of rules, exceptions, and workarounds that had evolved over years, and it was impossible to decipher without input from the business stakeholders. We organized a series of workshops where we brought together IT and business leaders to walk through the logic, step by step, and unravel the mysteries of the database. It was a surreal experience, watching the stakeholders' faces as they realized the true extent of the database's complexity. There were moments of embarrassment, of frustration, but also of epiphany. As we teased apart the logic, we began to see the database in a new light. It was no longer a monolithic monstrosity, but a collection of interconnected components, each with its own quirks and idiosyncrasies. With the business logic disentangled, we could finally begin the migration. We adopted an incremental approach, breaking down the project into manageable chunks, each with its own set of objectives and deliverables. We established clear communication channels, regular check-ins, and a culture of transparency. Throughout the process, I couldn't help but think about the parallels between database migration and personal relationships. Just as a strong relationship requires trust, empathy, and open communication, a successful migration demands a deep understanding of the database's inner workings, a willingness to listen to stakeholders' concerns, and a commitment to collaboration. As we neared the finish line, the team's excitement was palpable. We had confronted our fears, and we had emerged victorious. The database was humming along on its new platform, and the business was thriving. It was a testament to the power of operational excellence, to the idea that even the most daunting challenges can be overcome with determination, creativity, and a willingness to learn. In the end, the legacy database migration taught me a valuable lesson: that complexity is not something to be feared, but something to be understood. By embracing the complexity, by acknowledging the fears and doubts, we can create something truly remarkable. We can create a system that is not just functional, but beautiful. A system that inspires confidence and trust. As I looked back on the project, I felt a sense of pride, of accomplishment. We had taken a behemoth of a database and tamed it, without sacrificing the business's operational excellence. It was a testament to the power of human ingenuity, to the idea that even the most seemingly insurmountable challenges can be conquered with the right mindset, the right approach, and the right team. To ensure operational excellence in legacy database migration, it's essential to identify and align with the stakeholders' business goals and key performance objectives. These objectives serve as the primary drivers for undertaking the complex and potentially risky initiative of migrating the legacy database to a modern platform. The stakeholders' goals and objectives can be categorized into three primary areas: business outcomes, operational efficiency, and risk mitigation. Business outcomes. 1. Improved customer experience. Enhance customer satisfaction by providing faster response times, real-time data access, and personalized services. This can be achieved by modernizing the database to support advanced analytics, machine learning, and artificial intelligence capabilities. 2. Increased revenue growth. Unlock new revenue streams by leveraging modern database capabilities to support new business models, such as subscription-based services, data as a service, or IoT-enabled offerings. 3. Competitive advantage. Stay ahead of the competition by leveraging the latest database technologies to drive innovation, improve time to market, and reduce the cost of ownership. Operational efficiency. 1. Reduce total cost of ownership. TCO. Minimize the costs associated with maintaining, supporting, and upgrading the legacy database infrastructure. Modern databases offer better scalability, automation, and resource utilization, resulting in lower TCO. 2. Streamlined operations. Automate database administration, monitoring, and maintenance tasks to reduce manual errors, increase productivity, and improve mean time to recovery, MTTR. 3. Enhanced collaboration. Provide a single, unified view of data across the organization, facilitating improved collaboration, decision-making, and innovation. Risk mitigation. 1. Data security and compliance. Ensure the security, integrity, and compliance of sensitive data by leveraging modern database security features, such as encryption, access controls, and auditing. 2. Reduced technical debt. Eliminate the risks associated with maintaining legacy databases, such as vendor support, obsolescence, and compatibility issues. 3. Improved business continuity. Minimize the risk of business disruptions and downtime by modernizing the database to support high availability, disaster recovery, and failover capabilities. To achieve these objectives, the organization should establish key performance indicators, KPIs, to measure the success of the legacy database migration initiative. These KPIs should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, SMART, to ensure that the project stays focused on delivering tangible business outcomes. Some examples of KPIs for legacy database migration include business outcomes, customer satisfaction ratings, revenue growth metrics, time to market for new products or services, operational efficiency, total cost of ownership, TCO, reduction, mean time to recovery, MTTR, improvement, automation rate for database administration tasks, risk mitigation, data security and compliance audit scores, technical debt reduction metrics, uptime and availability percentages. By establishing clear business goals, key performance objectives, and KPIs, the organization can ensure a successful legacy database migration that drives operational excellence, reduces risks, and enables business growth.